Hey guys, what's going on? Here we have it. We have the UC1 right here, and next to it the UF8. This is the star of the show tonight, but we're going to use this a little bit just to balance the levels and as a transporter, as a transport control. Of course, it's called SSL Native Channel Strip 2. There's been several iterations of this, and there's also a bus compressor. Bus compressor is now 2 times and 4 times oversampling, has a mix knob. It already had a high pass before, I believe, but it's now really far apart from the Waves version. So we're gonna set up the session here really quick, just balance the levels so you can hear how it sounds without any plugins, and then we're gonna put it on. So let's do this really quick. Faders down, start playing. Start sounds. First drum set, second drum set. And if there's like gain staging issues, I'm gonna correct that with the plugin. Sounds about right. I have no plugins on this session other than 2 delays, Kramer delay, and a Logic reverb. Let's wait for the vocal.
So I just sit here all alone.
Doesn't
So I just sit here all alone. So I just sit here all alone.
We're gonna go back now, or we're gonna go to the UC1. I can press this button here that gives me all the plugins if they are instantiated, and I can zoom in here. So first thing first, we're gonna slap on the plugin SSL Native Channel Strip 2. We have it right here. I'm going to play it without all the plugins and then with the plugins. Without. With. Without. Without. With. Cool. Alright, so now we hit the 360 switch, and as you can see, the key is to put it on every single channel so that when you hit solo, it actually solos and then mutes the others. Alright, so I'm not going to touch this too much. When you see me touch this, this is play, this is stop, it's record, cycle, bounce, rewind, and forward, and so forth. Alright, take this guy, play. Okay, I want more low end. Where is that? I'm gonna make actually the EQ moves. I'm gonna make the EQ moves bigger. I'm gonna lean forward. That's what SSL says. When you press this, it's like leaning over the console. Found that funny, but it's kind of true. First of all, let's make sure it's gain stage properly. Let me take this back. Yep, about right. Very good. Alright, well, low end. Really nice. Not over the top at all, even though we're boosting 8 dB. Very nice. I'm gonna high pass just a tiny bit because we're gonna stack another drum on top of that. Cool. That works for me. Let's move on to the secondary drums. They come in a little hot, but that's fine. We want them a little bit, create a little distortion. Gonna mute part 1 and see how this follows here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Channel 2. Okay, we can high pass this, but I want that snare to be accentuated, so I'm gonna boost. On 2. Not too narrow out of sound, otherwise it sounds nasally. Let's just return really quick to the big picture.
Sit here all alone.
A lot of highs here on that second drums, on those second drums. They get in the way, so I'm going to try to take those out. The longer I listen to them, the more they bother me. Let's see if a phase inversion does anything. A little bit. Let's go for the bass. So it comes in a little bit weak here. Let's gain stage it. Oh, big note here. So that's going to need a compressor. And also those 1000 hertz. So I can nicely hear the bass, and then perhaps boost. Boost a little bit here, 1.8 dB, and 200 range. Let's check that. Where the life is. Gotta actually boost it just a bit. And then I think I can shave off some of the bottom. I'm gonna get rid of this guy here. Just listen to the bass. Even grindier here. Yeah, nice. Too much on the compressor here. Let's bring in a drum. way too distracting here. Second part. Alright, moving on. Rhythm guitar and to the wah guitar at the same time. Here we go. There we go, nice. Here's the meat of the wah guitar. You can high pass that. Oh, we need a compressor on that. Let me go back here. Okay, we gotta sharpen that rhythm guitar a little bit. There's some mud. Yeah, so we pull that out. Sharp here, shave off some at the top. And high pass that rhythm guitar. There we go. And run that straight into the compressor. Here's the sax. Can navigate with this. It was too nasally. Make the bass up a bit. Alright, let's address the vocals, might as well. Back to the keys, my bad.
I just sit here all alone.
Put that in a moment.
So I just sit here all alone. So I just sit here all alone. So I just sit here all alone.
Keys. There it is. So much low end, isn't that? I almost like to keep it. It's really nice. Where is that? Let's go here where there's more of it. Yeah, I really don't want to pull it out because it's got so much character. Let's see how much we can get away with it. Nice. See how that jives with the guitars. Yeah. Alright, it's time to deal with the vocal.
So I just sit here all alone.
Stage a little bit.
So I just sit here all alone. So I just sit here all alone. So I just sit here all alone. So I just sit here all alone.
So if we can open this up a little bit.
So I just sit here all alone. 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 So I just sit here all alone.
Now time to adjust a little bit on the UF8. A little bit too bright. Drum. You can fine tune. Go in finer increments if you hit fine. It's very nice. Alright guys, let's talk about SSL Channel Strips here for a second. Wow, yes, it's a lot, right? So there's so many. Which one to pick? Well, how does Channel Strip 2 stand out? Why would you use it? Yes, it's linked to the hardware, but does it sound better than the non-official SSL Channel Strips? Well, all these companies from Universal Audio to Plug-in Alliance and so forth, Waves put in a lot of work to emulate one of their SSL consoles, and there's been so many different versions. Even within an SSL 4000E, there are different versions depending on the year it was sold. Sometimes they went back and forth with the different equalizers from the brown ones, then back to black, and that was still classed an SSL 4000 console and so forth. All the way to the 9000J and then the 9000K, which this is based on. This is actually based on an SSL 9000, on an XL9000K, which debuted in the year 2002. The SSL 4000E in 1979. And this one, it's got that super analog technology, less colored, way cleaner. The frequency response from a 9000J is 10 to 80,000 hertz. On a XL9000K like this one, it goes to theoretically 120,000 hertz. I'm not sure why we would even need that. But in fact, for R&B, hip-hop, it's cleaner, and some people say the 4000E is more for rock or so. But anyways, I like the 9000J. Then you also have CLA's desk. His own desk has been modeled into the mix hub, where you have the bucket view, which is very interesting. It's a very similar concept to what SSL is doing, or the other way around, I should say, laid out a little bit differently, but they all are. If you look at Universal's channel strip here, it's laid out in such a way. If you know one, you'll be fine navigating any of these. Each of them has their own extra gimmick, so to speak. Here's the Waves version. I recommend checking them all out and maybe do like a side-by-side comparison. Although you'll find less of the 9000 emulations. There's also SoftTube 9000 emulation out there. Waves doesn't have one, and Universal Audio doesn't have one. This is the older channel strip that just got replaced. It has a slightly different layout, and they reworked the HF, the high frequency, based on what SSL is telling us. And instead of going left to right, it's now going top down, like the other channel strips as well. Soft tube likes this layout. Everybody else goes top down, or like, you know, a narrower layout. So with these improvements, this also was for a reason, so that it matches the UC1 and it's a more logical layout. Older version, the channel strip 1, is not going to work with UC1, so it is an update. It's a free upgrade to owners of channel strip 1, so there's no reason not to update unless you really like that other layout better. For those who love API sounds and API workflows, well, maybe somebody's gonna do something like that for API. Anyways, so many choices, so many things, right? So I would just say pick the one that you feel most comfortable with and use it well.